Good afternoon, Robins and Rabbits, and welcome to Story Time. Right, today then we're going to have a look at this story, and it's called The Worrysaurus. So I bought this year for a couple of children in our class who had lots of worries about coming back to school in September. So some of you might be already feeling a bit anxious about going out or coming back, and we do all join together. So, on a hot and sunny morning, under lovely clear blue skies, a little Worrysaurus was opening his eyes. There he is, right down there. He brushed his tiny pointy teeth, then washed his top and tail. He packed a little bag of snacks and set off on a trail. He skipped along with happy legs across the golden sand and thought about the day that he had plotted, sketched and planned. So he's off out for an adventure. A lovely yummy picnic, a delicious summer spread. Worrysaurus liked it when he knew what lay ahead. So he likes to plan. Lots of you feel like this when you come into school. You like to know exactly what's happening, and some of you will always come in the morning and say, what's happening on our timetable today? And you remind me when you don't, when it hasn't been changed by forgotten. But he hadn't gotten very far, you see. It hadn't been that long before his busy head dreamed up some things that might go wrong. So now he's having a little bit of a daydream. Had he made enough to eat today? And bought enough to drink? This Worrysaurus often was one to overthink. I always feel like that when I go on holiday. I'm like, have I remembered to pack this? Have I remembered to lock the door? Have I remembered to turn off the heating? And I panic a little bit. What if I got lost, he thought, or trip or have a fall? His happy legs were slowing to a snuffly, shuffly crawl. Worrysaurus liked it when he felt he was prepared. Unexpected happenings, they made him feel quite scared. So when, suddenly from nowhere, a lizard skittered by, shouting in a squeaky yelp and pointing to the sky. I think a storm is coming. I heard it's on its way. Well, that really put a cloud above his Worrysaurus day. So now someone has told him about a storm, and he's panicking about the storm now. A storm, said Worrysaurus, when it's so dry and hot and sunny. But the news became a butterfly that flittered in his tummy. So now he's got a butterfly going around in his tummy. Sometimes you might get a funny feeling in your tummy if you're scared or you're worried about something. I'm not ready for the rain, he said. I haven't got my wellies. His teeth began to chatter, and his knees, they turned to jellies. And all the while the sky was blue, the sun it shone and shone. But now his lovely picnic thoughts were definitely gone. Should he find a cave to shelter or run back home and hide? His little worry butterfly grew very strong inside. He's getting worried. The more he's worrying, the bigger it's becoming, isn't it? But then he thought of something that his mummy liked to say. Oh, my little Worrysaurus, chase that butterfly away. Don't you worry now, my lovely. You must try not to fret. If it's not a happy ending, then it hasn't ended yet. Quite like that saying. If it's not a happy ending, then it hasn't ended yet. So he reached into his bag just then to find a little tin. It helped him with his worries. It had happy things within. A special stick, his teddy Ned, a pebble, and a letter. My little lovely brave one, I'm so proud of you, it reads. So all the things that are special to him he was carrying around. And as he held them one by one, so everything felt better. Then he put away his tin and all the worries in his head, freed his little butterfly for happy thoughts instead. So just looking at his tin and thinking about his mummy and what she said has made him feel much better. I'll chase my fears away. All is good and all is well and everything is okay. And he looks so much happier there, doesn't he? And with those little wordlings, he calmed his busy brain. Since when the sun is shining, why worry it will rain? So all the time he was worried about something that's not happened yet, which lots of children and lots of grown-ups have worries about things that haven't actually happened yet, okay? So sometimes you might be worried that you might come into school and maybe you're not going to have your favourite pencil, you're not going to be sat next to your best friend, or you're not going to like what you have for lunch. But he's saying, don't worry about it until it happens, because it hasn't happened yet. So he shared his little picnic with his lizard in the sun, and they laughed at all their worrying and really had some fun. Since when you're in the moment, there's no need to run and hide. And then the only butterflies will be the ones outside. So next time you're feeling worried, have a think. Do you need to worry about that worry right then, or is there something that can help chase that butterfly away? That was today's story. Enjoy the rest of your evening.